Hey guys, and welcome to Rolling Homestead, and today we're going to be talking about the benefits of asparagus, the health benefits, and some of the vitamins and minerals that are along with asparagus. Plus, we're going to be talking about some really cool ways to make it, so stick around. Alright guys, so thanks for joining us, and today we're going to be doing asparagus, and there's a lot of great health benefits from asparagus, not only for the mineral content but the vitamins that go with it. And it's a plant that it lasts 20 some years, so it continuously can grow. And what you want to look for when you get fresh asparagus is you want to make sure that these are really tight, and that's going to let you know that you've got some fresh asparagus. If they're more opened up, this one here is kind of, you can see it's kind of opening up here. That lets you know that it's kind of on the old side. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be doing asparagus on the grill. But I'm going to be using, a lot of delicate different flavors in there, so I want to make sure that my asparagus is kind of soft so that when I put the rest of the stuff on there, it all is done at the same time. Let's get talking about the qualities of asparagus and exactly what asparagus is good for. Well, asparagus is one of the leaders when it comes to vegetables. It is of a wide range of nutrients. It gives you plenty of supplies in that area. For vitamins, it's got vitamin B1, 2, 5, 6, and what's that good for? Well, that's good for energy. It's helped with vitamin K is in there. And what does that help? That helps with blood clots. It also has magnesium, it has zinc, and as well as fiber, riboflavin, and copper and magnesium. And I'm not pronouncing these all guys correct because I'm not expert in any of this stuff. But when I go to do my research, I kind of look these things up and try to find out. Because I want to know what's best for us. I want to know what I'm growing on my land is beneficial, because otherwise if it's not beneficial to us, it's no purpose. So the next thing that I want to talk about is kidney. Kidneys are our filter systems, and when you eat asparagus, you get that sulfur smell in your pee. Well, that's actually a detox of your kidneys. And asparagus is super for supporting your kidney function. And the cool thing on this is asparagus, you need 5.3 ounce serving of asparagus is 60% of your recommended daily allowance. That's just huge. Okay, so there's a lot of good benefits. And for all you guys out there, there's another good benefit that asparagus has, and it helps in the bedroom. That's all I'm going to say about that. You guys can go and check that out yourself. So how are we going to cook this today? Well, I chop it up here, and what I'm going to do is I've got some butter and some onion in my pan, and I'm going to fry that. I'm going to quick fry it up, kind of like a stir fry kind of thing. And then I'm going to take it over to my boat, because what I want to do is I'm going to take it outside later on and we're going to do some cooking on the grill, and this is going to be our main vegetable. So I got this cut up, we got the onion, let's get that warmed up. Meanwhile, we're going to give it a little bit of our chipotle. We make our own chipotle. Alright guys, so one of the other things that we do is we make our own chipotle, and all that is serrano peppers and jalapeno peppers that I put into the smokehouse, and we smoke them for 24 to 48 hours, and they're going to be nice and dry. And they got pretty much, that's as much smoke as that's going to take in there. The other thing that we do, our own smoked salt. Nice smoky smell, and and this is going to be more or less of a Himalayan salt is the one that I use, or kosher salt in that area. So what I'm going to do now is I got my onions that are frying up here, and we're just going to more or less want these things to start to get kind of that golden brown. And what it's going to end up looking like is what's right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these in. And all we want is just to get that little soft up, because later on I'm going to be throwing some mushrooms in here, and them are delicate. So I don't want these to get a little bit soft. And then we're going to, so while those are cooking, give these a nice stir. I did put butter in the pan with the onions. So we're going to give these a really nice stir here. Get them going. Meanwhile, next thing that we want to do, I already ground up the chipotle, which is right here, which you can see is just beautiful. Nice smoky smell. That's what you're looking for. So we have that. And if you watch my video, guys, you saw the benefits of lime. I did do some, or lemon, I'm sorry, not lime. I did do a video on that. So if you guys want to go check it out, look at the health benefits of lemon, sorry. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I want to take just the lemon peel off itself. There's oils in here that are super nutritious for us. At the same time, it gives it a spark. So before you do that, and I did this already, guys, you want to wash these off really good, scrub them off. And all we're looking for is I just want to take the lemon out. I don't want to get to the white, because that's going to be your bitter flavor, and we're not looking for that. So we're just going to take some of this, and what you guys can do is after you're done doing this, you can actually roll it, get the juices flowing, save this, and it's great for your lemon water for if you're next day or whatever else. So you're not wasting anything this way. Okay, so now that we got that all, and that's, you're not gonna, you just want to clean that off of there. Makes the whole house smell lemony fresh. And then what I like to do, like I said, guys, is I'll take this and I'll put it on my board and I'll roll this, and that activates the juices. So then when I want to go and get the juice out of here later on, it's nice and juicy, and it's really easy to get the liquids out. So we're gonna put him off to the side now, and that's done. So now as this is still softening up here, and you're actually going to have a different, some really good flavors in here with the smoked salt that we're going to be using. We're going to be using the chipotle seasoning, and we're going to be using the lemon peel. So you're going to have this fresh, earthly smell, and that's what you're trying to get out of here. Is you're going to have that earthly scent, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it a little bit like these are not quite done yet. They're still crunchy, but they're soft enough so when I put them on the grill, everything else will get done at the same time. So while I'm still waiting for them, I'm going to pull out some of these bigger chunks because the blender did not get them completely. So I'm going to have like these hard parts here. We're going to throw them back in there, and I can use them later on. And that gives me a nice powder. Alright guys, so while that's still cooking, we're also going to be throwing out, like I said, is we're going to put some mushrooms in here. And this is going to help promote the taste and flavor of the asparagus. And what I'm looking for in here is, yep, these are starting to get nice, and some of the bigger chunks are still kind of hard. Okay, we'll put the cover on that. And that's kind of like steam it just a little bit. So now what we want to do is we want to look at our mushrooms here. We want to make sure that they're clean. And the black stuff that you guys see on the mushrooms is actually mushroom spore on the inside. It's nothing bad. So when you guys wash mushrooms, they're not supposed to be soaked in water like that. It does make them a little softer and they're going to break down. But what you can do is just take a paper towel if you see some and you can wipe that off, which makes really easy. Like I said, guys, I'm not a doctor. I went up and we've got asparagus. We've got 12 crowns out in the yard. And before I plant something, I look at what's the health benefit from it. Because if you're going to put it on your land, you want to make sure that you're getting the most out of that plant. So is there some kind of medicinal purpose, or is it just a good plant for seasoning? That's what you want to look at if you get into putting all that stuff in there. Is it a good vegetable? Well, and what do we have for the nutritional value of that? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put these off here. And that's what I mean. There's a little bit of that. Just wipe that off. Now with the boys, guys, that's why I'm using chipotle. It's not that spicy. It's got that nice smoky aroma, and it's not gonna hurt anything. And actually, a spice is actually good to help promote the circulation and get them vitamins and minerals going in your body. So spice is a good thing. All right, let's see how our asparagus is doing. Our onions are just starting to be nice and kind of got that caramelized look to them. That's what we're looking for. And yep, there we go. So now we're going to put this on here. The reason why I had a pile in there before is because I thought I was going to get enough out of the first batch, but I didn't. And then I'm like, hey, I should show these to how I do this. All right. There that is. Let's close that off. And we're just going to let that chill out here. It's Coda approved. He's sitting down here going, oh, yum, yum. So another thing, guys, dogs are very bright on how things are. And if you go and look at the Back to Eden Gardening with, what's his name? With Paul. His dogs won't even eat normal food unless it's out of his garden or out of his house because they know. So if your dog don't want to eat it, I'm gonna guarantee you it's probably not good for you either. Okay, so now we have this all nice. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna split these up in half. I want to keep a lot of this bigger because it's actually a very soft plant or mushroom, so I want to keep it to a big size here. So there you go, guys, you got a nice display there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our smoked salt, and you're going to want to put that on. And then we're going to take the chipotle. Ooh. And this is the reason why I like to use my hands, is because it does give me the ones that didn't grind up right. And we're going to put the chipotle in. And then we are going to go, and I have some green onions, and we are going to put them on. I just wish you guys could smell the flavor and the smell that's coming off of here right now. It's just phenomenal. And last but not least, guys, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lightly coat the top. And this, you guys, you watch me grind this up, this is a lemon. This is lemon peel, and the oils that are in there are going to come out and they're going to go in your food, and it's going to give you a wonderful taste. Oranges, if oranges or mangoes or stuff like that, any kind of, are awesome to cook with, and they're very healthy. The reason why this is so big is because we're going to throw this on the smoker for a little while before I cook it. So I'm going to put it on this pan when I smoke the other stuff. So let's go out to the grill and we'll show you exactly what we're going to be cooking today. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so we are at the grill, and once again it's windy as windy. So what I wanted to show you though is I want to take a little bit of time and what we all got going on here, and this is one of the specialties out here is to have one good meal. So you saw the asparagus, and then I'm going to flip the camera around here, and right now we're smoking, we're doing some smoke. We got twice baked potatoes, we've got New York strip, we have shrimp, and we have our asparagus. So we're going to let that sit here and cook up nice. Give it that nice flavor. But that's one thing nice about doing asparagus and cooking on the grill is you can do some different flavors and get that stuff really to pop and really taste really well. And it doesn't take much at all, and that's all stuff from that was, besides when you look at things, the steaks came from the cow that we had out in the pasture, and you can do things pretty cheaply that way when you do it on your own, and when you have everything on the homestead that you need, and that's the idea behind it. But now I can take the time, guys, talk about a channel. Wisconsin Living. It's a really neat channel. It plays around with chickens and does stuff and trying to building up a homestead, you guys, and really cute kids and the wife and himself. So you guys go and check him out and tell him Rolling Home Stead sent you. He'd appreciate that. And he's a great channel, guys. It's worth checking out. So, well, we're gonna do some more smoking and more grilling here, and then I'll bring you guys back for the finished product so you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, before it gets way too dark to see anything out here, I wanted to talk about the things that are on there. So with the steaks, it's a really simple recipe. All it is extra virgin olive oil, and then I make my own smoked salt, and I also make my own chipotle seasoning, and that's all that's on there. And then we really it is just nasty out here. Really good flavor. And then with the shrimp, all that is butter and Boston Bay from Weber. Really good seasoning there, and that's it. You know, it's really a simple thing. So what I do is 10-minute aside on the steaks, so hopefully before it gets too dark here I can show you guys, and then I smoke them. So and there we have it. Nice steaks. We have our asparagus in there, and we have our twice baked potatoes, and then things are getting to the point where, ooh, I'm gonna take this guy off here because there's cream cheese in here, And all I want is a smoke flavor, but they're just, look at that, that looks delicious. There you have it. And what's really nice with that smoker, remember I told you about the amazing smoker? Well, there's another one. I just got the regular bit box in there, and I'll put my right now I'm using the competition wood pellets, and I'll throw that in there, and it gives off a really nice smoke off the grill, as you can see right here, which will give you some really good flavor. And that's another way to complement the food, is that little light smoke like that. I'll stick it on there for about a half an hour beforehand, and then we'll turn up the heat so we can get the food done. But that nice smoky flavor like that, that's where it's at. Alright guys, the food is in, and I'm going to show you what we got. This is what it looks like, guys. Look at that. And then you got the steak, twice baked potatoes, and shrimp. And sorry guys that I know it looks really good. I wish I could share. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna eat. So that's how I make my asparagus, guys. So y'all take care, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.